Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday Monday Monday, the 30th of January. And I'm excited because conference tournaments start up in a month. All right, like, subscribe, ring the bell if you're watching Picks Parlays, win a free pick on the YouTube channel, Facebook page. Welcome on into the show. Did I throw it up in the comment section? Yes, I did. The Believe link, where all of your favorite podcasts are shown. Hopefully, I'm one of them. You could follow me there. iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, Amazon Music, Spotify, Google, iTunes, whatever. Come on, give me a follow. Let's go. There's 50-something episodes. You know what? I'm on the Believe page right now. 54 episodes. Go listen to them all. I think on one of the channels, if you listen to the latest episode, put it on mute. Go run about your day, and they'll pay 54 straight hours of my podcast. How about that? Put you to sleep or drive you crazy. Or maybe something worse. Who knows? Anyway, the banners are bannering. On Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, the tweets are tweeting. Now, you know what we're going to start today with. I started a little bit last night, and then Craig Trapp came in to look at lines. We're going with our refund rant. We're starting off right off the bat. Refund rant. Now, I don't know if they gave refunds on that Purdy. Who knows? You know I'm anti-refund. You bet, you lose. Win, lose. That's the way it is. I don't want to hear, oh, he got hurt after 5 steps. Well, life stinks. You know what? It's not easy. People get up every day. You go to work. It happens. Sorry about it. Do all the Niners bets get refunded? You lost your quarterback? Do the Bengals bets get refunded because the guy has a penalty at the end of the game? Cost you a shot at overtime? How about all the overtime bets? Where are all the will there be an overtime guy? Are they demanding refunds? If you want a refund, you know what? Stop betting. Go to what are they called? H&R Block. You want a refund? There you go. Go get a tax refund. You're not getting one from the books. It doesn't work that way. And the NFL rigged, scripted. My daughter, 13, well, in a month. Dad, everybody's saying the NFL scripted. I'm like, you know what those losers say that? Because they've never bet before. They just got into sports betting 3 months ago, and they think they know everything. It's not scripted. And if you think it's scripted or rigged, here's a Nichols bit of free advice. Don't bet if you think it's freaking rigged and scripted. Why are you betting? Stop. It's not rigged. It's not scripted. There's bad calls. It's life. There's bad breaks. Guys miss free throws. Prevent defenses from prevention from covering. Stop it. There's no participation trophy in betting. You win, you get paid. You lose, you pay up. It's just that simple. Man, Magic calling into a 7818 number back in the day. Yeah, can you avoid my 40-timer? These kids, they shot 6 of 23 from the free throw line. I should have covered that 1.5 there. It ended up being a push. You pay me my money. Yeah. Yeah, right. Sure. I'm sure the man would love that. I'm sure his delivery guy wouldn't have a Black Magic Easton ready for me if I started complaining. Didn't want to pay on crazy, ridiculous nonsense like that. Stop betting, losers. I'm going to be nice. Usually I'm a nice guy, and I don't know. If you're going to complain, don't bet. You don't have the money to bet, don't bet. It's real simple. If you don't have the money to bet and you're demanding a refund, don't bet. Don't come in my show and look for sympathy. I don't want to hear it. No. Tim, no. Get in. What are you? You're sitting back there, scratching yourself. Get in here.
No.
Well, and I don't even know if they gave the refund. I was just waiting for it to come up on the timeline, and people were like, "Well, when they give out these boosts, they should give refunds." No, you're the moron buying into a parlay at bad odds anyway, because these books, DK and Manfool, FanDuel over there, they give you wrong odds. I mean, hey, you get what you choose, right? I mean, nobody has minus 110, basically
if
5.
you remember right, don't the books tell you, hey, if the player goes on the field, as long as they play in the game, they count.
It's the bet.
Or if in baseball, they need to have at least one at bat. Like they give you all the stuff that you need to know.
Yes. I mean, I can't wait for the new people who have just started betting in Ohio or wherever the heck the new state is when baseball comes and it's a rain out and it doesn't go 8+ to the 9, and people are like, well, wait a second, it was 10-1. How come my over didn't cash? Nah, it doesn't work that way. Nope. It's not a win. No, it's a refund on your run line. Oh boy. Stop betting, people. Just because you get that little midget Kevin Hart on there laughing, talking about dogs and barking at himself. He don't know what the hell he's doing. No, stop it.
I will say it does make for some good memes on Twitter.
It's ridiculous.
It is kind of funny because all of a sudden you get hold on, I'm pulling up one thing. You do get some funny memes on Twitter like game recognizes game, and it's Patrick Mahomes switching the uniforms with the ref.
So now, I don't mind that. I don't mind that penalty at the end of the game. That was a penalty. Now, and I say this all the time: make a stop. I don't hear about. Well, they could have covered.
I'm not worried about the penalty at the end of the game. The biggest thing was that 3rd and 9 that they got to repeat.
Well, yeah, but
because the time didn't stop.
If you watch the replay, you saw the one ref on the back come in waving it off. So at least it wasn't like some phantom. The dude ran onto the field, and it was before the throw. It was before the throw. So that at first you watch, you're like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, I had Cincinnati. I was like, okay, that's a bad call. And then on the sack, and it's a holding penalty. You still held them. Whatever. How about when you kick the ball off and you allow a 30-yard return? Make a stop. If you want your team to cover, if you want it to go to overtime, defenses have to make a stop. Don't blame the ref. They're humans. They're going to make mistakes. I don't mind refs making mistakes because they are humans, and I don't want to slow it down. Well, look, you slow it down to this 10th. How many games would be changed? There would be there wouldn't be last-second shots in college basketball and NBA because they'd be like, oh, no. Look at this. You freeze frame it like this. It's slow-mo. No, that's what makes it a bang-bang play. That's the human element. There's billions of dollars now. No, there's not. Stop it. Who cares? Get it right. No. There's going to be mistakes. It happens. I don't need to slow it down to a billionth of a second. If your players make a stop, if you score a basket, you score a touchdown, you get a turn, whatever the case may be, take it out of their hands. Real simple. Don't let it be in the ref's hands. How about that? Where's the responsibility on the player? Don't blame somebody else. I had Cincy. Loser. What am I going to do? I had a shot for a miracle in overtime. It didn't get there. You know what? You move on. You don't sit there and be like, I need a refund because of this. Brock Purdy only took 5 snaps. Well,
no refunds. Brock Purdy took the field. And didn't he come back in the second half anyway?
Are the
Niners... McCaffrey almost became quarterback in that game.
Well, they say our guy Juszczyk Zizek would have been the.
It was either McCaffrey or Juszczyk that would have been coming in.
I just
Chiefs by double digits in the Super Bowl.
I don't, that just frustrates me. Like, no, it doesn't work. And they've made it for these new bettors like it's just like a title. Well, my guy didn't suit up for his NBA prop tonight, so I get a refund. Or he played for 2 minutes. No. Where do you pick and choose? If you're refunding, and I don't even know if they did, which is the best part. I'll go on my little rant. I don't even know if they did that refund last night.
I don't know if they do.
If you're going to do something like that, why wouldn't you refund all the Niners bets? Every Niner bet should be refunded. You lose your quarterback. How? If you're going to refund his bet, every side bet should have been refunded. Every over bet should have been refunded. Well, man, the quarterback's out. You can't pick and choose your spots. And there are a couple people I was arguing, and people like, well, it's a new guy who's never, like I've been betting since before 90% of these people were born. I was betting games when but their parents were teenagers. I was betting games. You know what I'm saying? Stop with that. It's just the point is and I said to the guy, he's like, well, you're just mad because, your bets don't get refunded. Well, I'm just saying, why, if you're going to refund somebody for not suiting up or getting hurt in a game, well, why wouldn't you refund the person who bet that team? If Luka doesn't play all of a sudden and the Mavs we're a 4-point fave. He plays for 6 minutes. They end up losing by 10. Why wouldn't you? Oh, Luka. Well, what about my Maverick side bet? Why isn't that refunded? He's not part of that. That doesn't affect the side
tied
bet.
up in that. Not a lot of people are betting it. People are betting more on the side than the props, so they don't really care. Oh, props. Hey, look, guys, we look very nice. We'll give you a refund.
You can't
on
refund
this.
a player prop
sorry.
and then not give the team prop.
That the player went out? Yeah, nope. See you later.
That's my big thing of it. If you're going to refund that of a player side of it, well, what about the team? Because if the quarterback goes out, I don't know. That's a pretty big deal. I don't care. I mean, it's Purdy, it's Manning, it's Burrow, it's Joe Theismann. I don't care what quarterback. You take the starting quarterback out of a game, it changes the entire aspect of the game. So are you refunding teams? No. Yes, it changes everything. And most times, sometimes a quarterback comes in, you're like, oh boy. I'm worried about an over now in a Philly game when the backup quarterback comes in because they're not game planning. He could take off, he could run. He's doing stuff fly by night. It's street football like you're your kid on a playground playing on the grass at the high school. Who knows what's going on? Turnovers, fumbles, wacky broken plays for touchdowns for the offense. I don't want a backup quarterback in ever in the middle of the game. But you just can't. Where is there's no barrier. Like there's no rhyme or reason. You're going to start getting people tagging you on Twitter. All right, we'll do it now. Here comes Phil. We'll give you a refund. I get it. And then the argument is like, well, it's good for the customers. No, it's not. It's not teaching any accountability. That's the problem with the world. There's no accountability for half the population who have just said, oh no, really, Tim. I mean, like.
Yeah,
we joke. I'm the old guy, but the whole participation trophy crowd is like, well,
I hated participation trophies.
It is. It's. Oh well, it's okay. No, it's not like that. No. You do something. I get drunk and crash my car. No, I got to pay a price. I leave candles on, my house burns down. It's not somebody else's fault.
Nope.
You make a bet, it lost. Who cares? The guy got hurt. It's football. You're betting on football. It's not. You're not. This isn't badminton and people are twisting an ankle. No, this is tackle football with 290-pound guys who run, 4-second 40s and can lift up cars. Maybe somebody might get hurt sometime when you hit somebody's concrete helmet they have on their head with your bare hand. Come on. Stop it. It's it's ridiculous. I can't. Don't bet. Don't bet. You could lose a bet.
Yep.
Forget about the refund. Just anything in general. It's not this isn't Back to the Future, right? It's not Gray's Sports Anatomy. We don't have the book.
No.
You're going to lose. If you don't have that mentality, again, don't bet, folks. I say, it's just so frustrating. You see it, and the rigged comes up. It's rigged. It's scripted.
No, it's not rigged. It's just fixed.
And yet you bet on it, though. That's the first thing that comes to your mind when it doesn't go your way. It's rigged or scripted or fixed. But yet you're the moron betting on it. What's that? Shake your head. I've seen crazy crap in my life. Yeah. And I joke. I say it all the time. Like, a penalty. They go under the thing. Looking at, let's get on the phone. Who's got who? I mean, that's been a joke for forever. Any old guy's gonna make that joke.
They made the call.
It's hilarious. I get
it. Refs,
stop it. It's funny.
80% of the money's on the Bengals today. We need the Chiefs to win this game in order to build another building down the strip.
They come out at halftime like, oh, well, yeah, they got the call. I wonder what the second half's going to bring. Second half adjustments.
Guys.
Second half adjustments. Here's the second half adjustment from the coach. You walk in there. Let's play better. All right, who's got to take a dump? You got to wear off your who's got a pee so they don't pee themselves. You got take something off. I got a bad scratch. Somebody scratched my back. Something hit me. They're not sitting there going, oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What the heck? I don't know. And again, I don't want to be like belittling people. It's just not right. It's not teaching people. And then you got all these things like, oh, bet responsibly. Bet responsibly, and you give refunds. You're not teaching them. That's not teaching.
Nope.
Your kid keeps knocking over something. Wait, you got to keep letting them do it? Oh, it's okay. That's all right. Do it again. Do it again. It's funny. No, it's not funny. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Grown adults. I mean, again, just because you're 21 doesn't mean you're grown, but you're betting something. You can lose. People get hurt.
Yeah.
and the NBA is a whole different league of its own with that nonsense. Because I mean, the whole guys sitting out. I don't. I don't love the NBA betting kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But to bet a player prop in the NBA is the last thing I'd want to do. Except for the playoffs. Playoffs, I know guys are going to show up. Regular season.
The good thing with betting player props in the NBA is you either bet it and they play, and you could probably have a chance at winning it, or you bet it and they sit out and you get refunded.
Yeah, but then you have the nonsense. Remember, what's his name? Draymond Green was like, oh, he's only going to play a minute just to come on the field. And then
yes, I remember that scenario because somebody went and threw like $1,000 on a parlay of under points, under a point, under a rebound, under assist for Draymond Green that game.
Yeah.
And
he had inside information.
$31,000 or whatever.
And the funny thing is like, well, they should refund it to the people. It's good business. No, you know what? They don't do that in the NFL draft. Dude, they got to look at that stuff. Your bets are voided. They avoid those things. I mean, that's another thing. Like, oh, they're doing a favor. They're not doing me any favors by giving my own money back. I mean, no. Don't. I mean, I get it. It's your own money. It's a loser is what it is. And these books are the same books that when you cash crap like that or come in and complain, they're gonna nail you to the cross and limit you or kick you out and do all kinds of stuff to you. I listen. They're not your friends. I'm not saying like you get every penny off them, but you're not getting a penny off them. It's getting your money back, and then you think you're owed something when something doesn't go your way. No. Betting is simple. It wins. It loses. I mean, occasionally, sometimes you might get a tie, but the majority of people aren't getting a tie because they're doing ridiculous parlays and they're going 6-1 and losing money. Man, it's just and like I think you said, or and like the whole the gambling Twitter side of Twitter, like you go to that they're just morons.
Oh yeah,
it's just ridiculous people who, and I've had a couple come in and say stuff on my Twitter. I'm like, really? Like, don't. I mean, I'm not the Mr. Know-it-all when it comes to sports betting, but listen, I know more than people who have been betting for a month or 6 months or a year or 3 years since it's been legal and going across the country now for what, 4 years now, 5 years, right? 2017, I guess started up 18. Please, never lost. I've probably lost in my life more than people have won in states since it opened. Like in my lifetime, I've lost a lot of money. I win too, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think you take losers. I mean, you can't. I don't. Show's over. That's it. I don't want to talk today. I was so ready to go last night. Like I was so cranked up, and then Craig popped in, and we started talking about everything but the bad beat. Which of course, and the funny thing is, the guy was like, the one guy too was like, "You didn't even have anything on this game?" I'm like, "No, I had nothing on it." I mean, like I had no Purdy props. Like not like I got screwed or anything. It's just the principle of it. I just I don't bet. I say it in here all the time, right? Don't bet. Listen, you don't want to lose money. Here's an idea. Don't bet. Can't afford to lose. Don't bet. Like I say, be happy with a day's pay.
Yep.
You work at Waffle House. You work at Google. You work at Ford. I don't care where you work. You make $100 a day, 1,000, 10. Why wouldn't you be happy in 3 hours making that? I don't care if it's $20, right? We talk baseball. At 3-3 in baseball, I made $42. That's not a lot. Well, send me the $42. No one's going to send. You're not handing out the money to anybody on a day where you win $15. You're not walking around handing $15 out to strangers.
Yep.
And you could lose. It's the same thing. Tim, you know what? You're here. Why don't you got any NBA tonight? What do you got? We'll jump into NBA and I'll do my recap. My rant for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Orlando Magic outright tonight. 9.5 point dogs against Philadelphia. I'll take them outright. This is a letdown spot for the Sixers tonight. They just came off their big primetime game, 3 o'clock versus the Nuggets, Jokic versus Embiid, big comeback win, all that good stuff, and they're going to lose to the Orlando Magic tonight. It's just a classic letdown spot for me. So Magic plus the 9.5, and I got money line at plus 345. I took the over in the Brooklyn game. Brooklyn's been scoring. They've been dropping at least.
What is it? How is that line at 9? What is going on with that line? Like that
no
just
LeBron,
screams.
no
That just screams take Brooklyn. No LeBron tonight. Is that
No
what that is?
LeBron, no AD. So I would lean Lakers, but I'm not laying that many. I'm not.
It's a.
I've bet the Lakers 3 times on the. Three times on the site this year. I'm now twice on the site. I'm now 1-1. I don't need to bet them all the time.
I said yesterday I did the free pick and I had the Bucks. I didn't put it in chat because it went up to 10. It was 8-10. Did they end up winning yesterday? Milwaukee over a reeling Pelicans team. Did they cover their?
Oh yeah,
went to 10, 10 and a half. All right.
Yeah, I feel bad for New Orleans. They kind of just completely fell apart. Once Zion went down, that team's
I mean,
lost
we talk
and
about the fade to injury report. You get a little bump. Guys kind of step up for a game or two. That's good for a game or two. But when you lose a superstar, no, it's gonna.
Yeah, remember when the Pelicans were number 1 in the West at one point? Yeah, now they're sitting 8th and 8.5 games back. So Orlando over in the Brooklyn game. I'm on Oklahoma City because you fade the Warriors on the road, and I back the Oklahoma City Thunder as a dog. It's just kind of how I roll. Over in San Antonio, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Because I'm blindly doing it at this point. They've gone over they're 18-3 to the over the last 21 games.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know last game had to go into overtime in order to do it.
I see those 240s. I can't even look at them. I mean,
I got it at 239. I wanted to get it a lot earlier, but the site didn't let me put it up until this morning. I could have gotten 235.5 last night. I ended up getting 239. I still think it hits into the 240s, 250s.
Yeah.
Like the Spurs just don't play defense.
I was thinking about the T-Wolves for the video here for the show.
Knicks on the T-Wolves. I'm a Kings guy.
But they're 500 on the road though. They're not great.
They're not good on the road, no. But they've just been a team that's been one of the more profitable teams in the NBA. So I've just been backing them a bunch.
Yeah.
I didn't bet that game today. I just have those plays. So Orlando outright today, money line it. Let's go. Over in the Nets game, Thunder and the over in Spurs.
Yeah, I like the Magic. Right, no Embiid, questionable today.
Is he actually?
Yeah. Got foot soreness.
Well, shoot, if he gets ruled out, then I don't like it as much. Because all of a sudden, then fade the injury report and
but that's
the Sixers win by double digits.
Maybe I'd still kind of like the Magic. At that point, I'd rather just try to get the 9.5 now because it's gonna come down to 6 or something,
Yeah, I got 9.5 on the site and plus 345 on the site. I put both of them up.
Yeah, why not?
See how it goes.
Quick recap from yesterday. We didn't have a lot of action in the video on the recap. We had Villanova here yesterday. Loser, 122, 108 plus 95 with our college basketball. NFL winner, we had San Francisco under 50-54 with the minus 630 with our NFL. But props did pretty good. Props were plus 808 yesterday. A couple big ones. Obviously, the Scott to the win was 800. Scott touchdown was 550. Him to score touchdown and him to score touchdown win. So that got us to the plus side. We had, it was what it was. If you played the props, would have made some money. If you, I don't know, which if you used them or not. Wonderful. No NBA, no hockey. Although NFL, I did go 2-1. I had again Eagles under Cincy. So on the season, nice season still rolling along. What do we got here today? We'll jump into today's picks because again, we talked about NBA real fast, and for today, I'm going to have no NBA. As I said, I like a little Minnesota there. Hockey, nothing. And college hoops, here we go. Syracuse plus 5.5, Colgate over 137, Texas minus a 3.5 are the picks today. And I do have my best. I have a moneymaker up on the site there for another college game. I guess that would be my favorite of the day. I guess I try not to really, even in NFL this year with a great season, I really didn't try to throw out huge games. I kind of just set. You're winning one day. I stick to the way I roll there. So, but let's get into it. 25 minutes. You've heard me blast the comments of how I felt about the refunds. Let's see what we got in the chat. Miz coming in had Purdy under props, all San Fran under player props. San Fran team total over 1-0 to 11 plus 650. Miz had a good day. He mentioned that yesterday, the Purdy props. Yeah. I mean, you're going against a good defense. Michael, good morning. Best Bets Team Money. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you today? Markel, afternoon, my guy. Let's cash. You know it. Tate the Great. Money Monday, you know it. Conference tournament, conference winners. Yes, a month away. I touched on it real fast with Craig. He's like, oh, conference tournament. I'm like, conference tournaments? Come on, Craig. He's worried about NBA. I said, no betting allowed, baby. It's conference tournament coming up. Michael, good day would have been better if Bengals had pulled it out. Hit a bunch of props at the halftime. Already bet Eagles money line, even money. Better, healthier day. We'll talk about that. I'm going to run through the comments. I did look headlines. I said Craig was there, and he had to do a show after mine, so I really couldn't do all the comments. I felt bad. We had a bunch of comments in there. So, Ms. Virginia over Alcorn State. Okay, so it's Virginia over. This is punctuation matters. Virginia over. This was a 132.5 versus the Cuse. All right. Alcorn 136. All right. Guess over Grambling. Kind of. It was 135 less. I would lean a little under there. Although I kind of lean Grambling, I guess. Again, Miz, you're coming into the SWAC action here, huh? Delaware State plus 6 versus Norfolk. Hold on. Delaware 6 isn't playing. Okay. They're playing Coppin. I'm sorry. I see the plus 6. You get the next game up. It confuses me sometimes. So Delaware versus Coppin. Sure. You want to take 6 with a dog there? I will do that with you. And Norfolk minus 5.5. I want to take Central here. NC Central. I got a dot next to Central. I thought about betting them. And Oral Roberts today. I mean, I know it's 15. Came down from 18, but I still like Oral to win. Best bet C money, little Iowa State action for me, and maybe Delaware State at plus 215 versus Coppin. Sure, there. The Iowa State, again, I mean, you're going to run to this game, and I said it last night with Craig. These are games like the Syracuse game. It's gone up. Syracuse was 4. It's up to 5, 5.5. Iowa State, a top 15 team, getting points on the road. Right? They started out as a dog in that game. Now a little bit of a fave. Marcos. What up, Hicks? Hitting the like button for you. Thank you very much. Oh, Marcos is here. Hold on, Marcos. Ready? Here we go. Syracuse, Chicago State, Oral, South Dak over. I guess Texas. Iowa State we just mentioned there. Give me the Colgate over. Give me Central. Cookman over. I'll lean Delaware. Give me some Eastern Shore. South Carolina State as a double-digit dog. I will get Alcorn game over. Florida A&M. And I will take some, maybe Southern there. There you go. Tate the Great. Like your play today, I took Citadel money line at 115. I mean, Chicago State's a bad team, and I see a short line with them. I think it's easy to bet the home team there with the Citadel, so I'd have to go opposite. Bethune-Cookman money line. I get it. They're home. Lena Baylor with the lines up to 4.5. Maybe a live bet there versus Texas. Yeah, I mean Texas off a tough one versus Tennessee. Michael's coming in here. I got the Cuse Tech. I was leaning Baylor. I want to see if I can get a few more points with Baylor. Well, I mean, that's shocking. The Baylor line keeps going up. It was 3. It's 4, 4.5. Markel, I don't think the Eagles and Chiefs are going over. I don't think it's going to be a 30-20 game. Well, I said the under last night. It was 50. And again, let me roll through all these, and then we'll talk about the NFL game. Bad Sports. Yes, turn on. And Higgs fired up already. Exactly, Ed. I can't. Stephen Porter, love the KC game last night. As I said, beginning of the week, when you shot me down, Mahomes was just fine. I didn't shoot you down. I said, come on, Steve. If the guy, I don't know if he's fine because he won. I mean, I don't know. Did you see him limping throughout the game? I mean, how do you say the guy's fine? He played good. You can't tell me he wasn't hurt. Come on. I mean, and then you hear, listen, I had Cincinnati. I did a show a week ago. I said, I'll take Cincinnati. They're hot. They're not scared to go into Kansas City. Doesn't intimidate them. Come on, I didn't shoot you down, Steve. Stop it. Tate's a great. NFL is rigged or ghost. Seriously. I mean, come on, Tate. I just, that kind of stuff. Marcos, I called him months ago. I've been saying it every day since then. KC to Super Bowl. Good call, Marcos. Did you, Marcos? Have you said that a month ago?
To be fair, I think he's a Chiefs fan. So he's a Chiefs and Lions fan. So,
well, hey, it's pretty good with the Chiefs last few years. Michael, Thunder, Magic, T-Wolves. Can't disagree with any of those in the NBA. Steven, for the NFL to be work, so many people have to stay quiet. Again, Steve, that's the kind of stuff I see that, and it's just ridiculous nonsense. I mean, and we've heard all types of stuff, right? I mean, to fix a game, you need the hold call, right? You hear it. They could call holding every play of the game. There's holding, offensive and defensive on the line, all hands to the face. They could call anything they really want. It's when they call it is the problem. You know? But to say that, it's just so frustrating. Like, just stop. And if you think that, stop betting. Go buy Dogecoin or some crap. You think that's better? Like, that's people are like, oh, let's go buy crypto. Yeah, crypto can't be fixed. No, not at all. They can't do anything about that. No, but NFL is fixed. Stop. If you think it's fixed, don't bet it. It's real simple. Best bets have to register on the box score. What are we talking about? The box score. The players got to register for their props to be? Yes. Marcus, good speed sigs. Lots of people be salty when they bet and lose. Then their team loses, they get over it. Be a man, talk trash, move on. Exactly. Grown men crying like babies. Your team loses. I get you're upset. And when I say bet it, forget it, don't watch these games, you go, I've been in sports books for Super Bowls, regular games. You see this, people acting like derelicts in just a bar watching the game because they have $20 on it or $5 on it. Like, really? I mean, I have thousands of dollars on the game. I don't act like that. Tens of thousands at times. I mean, bro, stop it. Get over it. And again, this is 30 years. I've been there. I get it. I've complained and yelled at screens and bitched and moaned, whatever. I get it. You lose tough games. But I lost a game one time. It was a Sunday. Dude, it was like an onside kick. The cat ran it back for a touchdown on the other. Like, what? What? I mean, I had to cover. What happened here? I get losing bad beats. I totally get it. But that's what we're betting. Tate's great. Little midget Kevin Hart. My laptop appreciates a shower of water, Higgs. I mean, really. Any guy they put on these shows, all these promotions. It's a complete joke. That guy. The guy's a multimillionaire. Oh, look at my $25 parlay. Yeah, the parlays. Yeah, they're so easy. Yeah. Marcos brings the salt out. Tate's great. Every game could be blamed on missed calls, refs won't play. But if you stop them rest of the game, you're up 10 and play. And I say this, Tate, you've been in here a couple of years since I've started. Make a play and this is more for the football side of things, college or pro. Make a play defense. Make the play. Then you don't have to worry about covering. Make the play. That's not the ref's fault. Why? Right, Jimmy Johnson. Don't leave it in the ref's hands. Don't let him. The game shouldn't come down to that. You're worried about the ref. Well, I mean, if you got to worry about the ref, you're not doing your job. Game shouldn't be close. 30-10. Ref don't make a difference what you're calling. Not gonna affect a win or a loss. Michael, how do you really feel, Sean? Yeah, I don't know. James, I had the Niners. And you got to feel bad. Then my cousin's a big Niner fan. I know a lot of Niner fans. Like, oh, my God, I can't believe Purdy got hurt. Well, I mean, Lance got hurt. Garoppolo got hurt. People get hurt. Do you want to see that in a championship game? Absolutely not. Totally changes the aspect. And Eagles, I mean, where are the Eagle fans? Are you really that excited about the way the Eagles played yesterday? I saw a touchdown on a drop pass that should have, if they would have challenged it, they wouldn't have gotten that. I saw a touchdown on a short field. I didn't see super offense there out of Philly. I mean, I feel bad for Niners fans. He had a good season, but let's be also Niners fans. Your third string comes in, you have a miracle run, and you beat bad teams. You put up offensive numbers on bad teams. I said it last week coming in. You just played Dallas, a good defense, and if Dak doesn't make a bad throw, that's a different game. And Dallas is, still there at the end to come in there. If their kickers make a kicks the week before, they go with a different game plan in that game, and Dallas wins that game 24-13. You had a good run. It went sour at the end. What are you going to do? And you saw that on the field with all their penalties. They just lost it. They're like, that's the way it's going down. That's important. I agree with you. It's called gambling for a reason. It's not called guaranteed. Really. It'd be stealing if that was the case would be, if we knew the outcome. Tate the Great, as a basketball coach for years, our players complaining about refs. Always told them to focus on their shots and execution. They control it. Exactly. You take care of yourself. It's like anything. Whether you're teaching the kid to drive, don't worry about it. Worry about yourself. You can't, don't worry about other people. That's something you're taught as a child. I don't care about somebody else, right? Do your work. Get your good grades. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about other people. Same thing on the field. Don't worry about the refs. You execute. Your shots will fall. You'll get a call inside on the penalty, on going to the foul line, or you'll catch the pass and get the first down and move the chains and keep. If you're worried about the other guy, no, pound it, lock it in now. He's saying lock in Philly 2.5 or the under. What are you talking here? And minutes got paid on the props. Yeah, props were good. I was saying I had a good day. Yes, I had a really good day because I was just all over Philly in the under from the beginning. I thought that Philly was disrespected. I thought the under was a good play with the way the Philly defense is. I hit some nice props. It was a nice big day for me, but. Listen, I'm going to take it. Would I like to see Cincy win? Didn't hurt me. They lost. I did buy in. I bought in on low money line when they were down 10. There was they were plus, I think 6.5 or 7 at 1.2. I'm like, I'll take a little shot here for a little small dollars, whatever. I can't complain. My NFL, it's a great run. Best bet C-Money refunds are by the book's discretion. Well, here's the thing, though, T-Money. You can't have it at their discretion. That's the problem, because they do it, and then they don't do it, and you have people up in arms. Should have never done it in the first place. Never done it in the first place. But you're catering to a group of people who have no money, right? Hey, I talk about live betting on the phone and getting on your thing, and you wonder why I go and put cash down at a window or on my computer, so I'm not sitting on my phone hitting buttons, reloading, not having any accountability, and your front bet that you bet on something turns into 10 times that because you're live betting it. Where's the discretion? It's okay this time, but not another time. I said on Twitter, there will be a lawsuit. There will be a lawsuit because somebody's gonna come in and be like, hey. So-and-so got hurt, so it affects this. We're giving them a refund. Some guys are come in and be like, well, hold on a second. It's at your discretion, but where's your discretion? You're all over the place. And how does it affect me? Because if this guy's out, it affects this side of the bet. Someone will sue. It'll be there. I'm not saying it's going to win in court, but it'll come up. Why wouldn't it come up? Why wouldn't you, if you had a team, and again, I don't even know if they gave a refund last night, whatever the case may be. They're giving a refund on a player prop because that guy gets hurt. And in the NBA, you lose a star player, it could affect the team. NFL, you lose a quarterback, I don't care what team you are, it's going to affect the outcome of the game. You tell me a court won't hear that? They'll be like, oh, wait, hold on a second. This makes no sense to me. So if that guy didn't play, how come it's not a total team refund? I don't understand. He's the leader of the offense. He's the leader of the team. Someone will do it. Let's remember, people, the world we live in. Some lady, before Karens were Karen, sued McDonald's because her coffee was too hot. and they had to put a label on the coffee for hot coffee. You got to put a sticker on a washing machine, not to put your kids in there to take baths. There's a warning label on an iron, not to iron yourself. All right? So this is the world we live in. I guess I can't say the R word because it offends people, but we should really bring it back because that's how these people are. I mean, you can't tell me somebody's not going to do that. They will absolutely. Absolutely. Warning labels to not iron clothes on yourself. Don't put kids in washer machines. Don't leave your oven open. It's not for keeping you warm. I mean, like, go through the warning labels on some crap. Don Player, Uncle Hank. How are you? Like my rant on? I can't. It's just, I mean, again, have I lost bad bets before? Terrible. And you'll hear my rants in a month with conference tournaments coming up, and I'm losing on free throws and stuff like that. Oh, you'll hear my rants still. I get bad losses. You got to move on. Marco. And it was going to be a good Super Bowl. Philly and KC, two good teams. Defenses, QBs will be riding with KC to win all. Again, I'm going to try to get to the Super Bowl when I get through the comments here. Panda coming in. Dominican Republic 295 World Baseball Classic. Here we go with the pitchers. We were wondering who the pitchers would be. Alcantara, Javi, Class, Castillo. And top of the line. That's pretty good. Plus 295 definitely worth a shot. And I think he said the American team was favored. I mean, I don't know. Pretty good. This is pretty good rotation right here. Plus that lineup is insane. Lock it in with the king in the house. Good to see you. Eric Higgs, I cannot agree more on the refund view. Today I like your Q's play, but I think they are a dreaded public dog. I don't know. The line's gone up, so I don't know if they're the public dog. And here's the thing. Team total looks interesting, but I think Iowa State just lost a similar line. So the public dog, like yesterday, Super Bowl, you're going to be on the side. There's 2 games. College hoops tonight. You have what? Five regular matchups? Like, if I'm on the public dog when I'm all over Howard or Coppin State or one of those things, then I'd be like, okay. A public dog on a game, it's Virginia Syracuse. I'm guessing it's on ESPN. Is that an ESPN game today? Right? Is it that and then probably Baylor doubleheader? I mean, I remember the old Big Monday days. You have a nice triple header on Mondays. And those were good old days. It was easy. You just take the dogs on ESPN. You were guaranteed to go 2-1. It was like a guarantee. It was ridiculous. Now, way too many. There's 9 ESPN channels, 5 Fox Sports, CBS Sports. Every college has a network. I with the amount of people betting now in states, all the money being bet, I've said this before. I don't worry about 80% of the handles on this. Yeah, well, the entire state of Philadelphia is betting on the Eagles. All the South Jersey people are betting on the Eagles. I get it. It's just it is. It's 2 games. You go to California, you don't think people are betting San Fran or the Rams or whoever? I mean, the Raiders in Vegas. How's the Raiders handling Vegas games? I mean, you can't look at that now. And if you do, I mean, I don't even worry about it. It's not 1997 and it ain't 2007. Hell, it ain't even 2017 when only 5 states had betting or whatever they had. Marco laughing at me. LOL, and I've been betting way before some of these people were even conceived. Seriously, bro. 1990, I ran a NCAA tournament. I had Duke at I still remember it because one of the guys at the restaurant, I was a busboy out. He was, I guess he saw the show on my mom's Facebook or something, and was like, "You're still betting?" Like, yeah, bro. He's like, "I remember your tournament pool," and I had Georgia Tech and Loyola Marymount as my top 2. I think UNLV that year, which was undefeated, was a 1-loss team, was like my 3 team. Duke was like down the line, and everybody bet Duke. I think I won like $330 on it. Again, 1990. All right. My first real memories of betting. And then I remember I had the little tickets, pay $20, try to win 5 games or You go 3. I was going 5 because I thought I knew something. I'd hit maybe one every 2 months. I thought I was a hero. Chiefs and Super Bowl here. Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Yeah, good call. Thanks, Eric. Day after Eric's calling the Chiefs to be in the Super Bowl, or is this to win the Super Bowl, Eric? Locking in with the King. We had a nice 7 Unon under Philly. Never in doubt. Yeah, I had Philly in the chat here last week. Come on. We had the under Philly. We had Philly. Since he didn't get there, but it's all right. Nice winning day. We did good. 2-1. Tate the Great. Can you create llama participation trophies? Here's all my money. I got a new llama. You see him back there. I got the new llama. I put it on Twitter. My daughter picked me up a little llama. I'm going to start sending llamas out to people. Markel's coming in. He wants a llama trophy. You want participation llama? Should I send out llamas? Autographed llamas? I sent... Allie Burns asked me to send a autographed llama to somebody. I sent an autographed llama. I had my daughter draw a llama, and I autographed it. Kelsey called the marriage of Brody. Well,
wait, Tom, that was an option. I can get a Higgs signed llama.
Yeah,
an
original llama. It's my daughter's auto and a Higgs auto. Yeah. Well, I said as soon as the mayor said that nonsense, I said my Cincy bet was in trouble. I knew it was in trouble. You can't say that. And I'll say the fix, the rigs, all this other stuff. I firmly believe in the gambling gods and throwing out bad jinxes in the air like that. You can't say that. You know that from just watching the chat. Oh, fact me later. Easy money. Oh, this is a lock. Yeah. King D Lex Markel's the jabroni quote. Everybody's dying over that. Corey Jones, good morning. Checking in, taking the Chiefs. My guy hurt shoulder, not 100%, and Reed got to get that championship versus old team. Again, I'm going to try to run through it and then try to get to some NFL. Marcos Higgs, it took us back to the 80s. Great Sports Great Sports Almanac. I was cute when that movie came out. Flex Capacitor, Great Scott. Dude, I still watch whenever that's on because they play it on, I don't know, TNT or one of those channels, Spike. Spike channel. It's always on. I can watch them all the time. It's just funny. Gray Sports Almanac. Reynolds, what's your thoughts on Morgan State plus 1.5? Against Maryland? I like Eastern Shore. Kim, I always say Texas Tech. I'm thinking Texas Tech. Why not? This is actually my best play today. It's on the site. Eric, I cannot believe the clowns argue with you on Twitter. Here, real fast for those new or you listen to my 20-minute rant. Syracuse, Colgate over in Texas for college hoops today. Here's the thing. I don't mind. I'll go back and forth. I could have an argument with people, and I'm not going to start belittling and be like you're dumb, but it's just so ridiculous. My comeback to that is don't bet. It's fix this Rick. Why'd you bet then? Right? Because it's the championship game. Now, this hasn't happened before because I've seen this on Twitter now for a couple of years when something goes wrong for somebody. Really. I mean, and Eric, I don't even try to jump in and troll people either. I see that kind of stuff, and it takes. And listen, I don't mind stirring the pot. I got a giant spoon, and it's got spikes on it to stir the pot, just to upset people. I don't even want to, because I feel like if I jump onto somebody's conversation like that, it comes up on my timeline whether I follow them or don't follow the person. I come in and say something I don't want to be like I'm coming in to try to draw people to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go in there and say, well, this. I try not to comment like Tim stuff. If I see something, I'll retweet it. I really don't want to jump onto the Earl Sports stuff and be like, well, come see me. Ooh, you know what? I don't want to do that. I try not to get involved in a lot of other cappers or even other sites I'm even affiliated with. I just want to do that. I want to go on to some, I don't know, some guy who talks about a conch and being a fade god or whatever, kind of these kind of streams about surgical nonsense and try to bring a little clarity to the show. And even also Barstool kind of stuff out there. What am I going to argue with that for? These people are set on their 17 parlays that they've been fed that they're owed a refund if their bet goes wrong, and they have an avatar of a dog or something. No offense to my guy James. I like his little dog, but they have some random. They're not a real person, right? They've been on Twitter for 3 years. I don't want to go in there. Why am I arguing? I'm trying to teach you guys something. Whether it's right or wrong, here's I'll give you a little life experience. Missed the last few days. Stop by, King D. Well, listen, King, you got a little baby at home, a new sweet little baby. You got things happening. I get it. I remember those days. I miss those days because now I got a guy who's failing chemistry. No, is it chemistry? Yes, chemistry class. He's failing chem. He's not doing good at chemistry. Grams to moles.
I wasn't good at chemistry either. It's fine. Chemistry was difficult.
I don't think he knows I went to summer school for chemistry. I did. Wilson coming in. Hello, Higgs. Tim, easy win. Kelsey anytime TD. Yes, minus 110. Easy money. So you guys on KC to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to get to the Super Bowl hopefully when I finish up all these things. Lane, what's up? I like that Colgate total over. Yeah, I like the Colgate over. 137. It hasn't moved, which, again, I kind of like when things move. At least I thought I'd be on the right side, but maybe nobody's betting it. I don't know. I think I think they put 100 up last time they played these guys. I'll go over 137. Markel, Eagles, no Mahomes on one leg. The game plan is to rush the hell out of them. Well, I mean, they're going to rush them like nobody's business anyway because that's what their defensive line does. It's a great defensive line. It's like a Madden football defense. It's like somebody playing against you're on rookie level. The whole team's got like 10 sacks. Let's talk. What is this? Money? Who is this on here? What are we talking, James? Ricketts is coming in. Good morning. Marcos, preach, Higgs. I mean, teach. I can do both. Steven Porter here. My rule for doing a parlay is that I have to bet every game individually and then I can do a small parlay. Yes. I mean, I say all the time, you want to go, best way to go 3-1? Put that 14 parlay in. I can't, and I've done it. I used to do reverses. I told you all the time. My standard Monday night was Don nickel reverse. There we go. Yeah, you hit a couple. And then you split, you're still losing. I can't 4-1, 5-1 and end up losing money. No. I've been there. I get it. I've done that crap. I understand. Oh, look at this. No. Randy coming in. I took the week off and may just do it again for Super Bowl. Keep on for division round. There is no harm in going out and running to bet the Super Bowl. If you don't want to bet it, you got to bet it. It's got to be my biggest bet of the year. And again, 17 years been posted on sites. And you'll see it on Winning Free Picks, Picks and Parlays, any kind of site. You're going to see game of the year, game of the Super Bowl, game of the year. It's the NFL game. You don't got to bet the Super Bowl. Especially now. Listen, people love the props more than anything. They love propping and in-gaming. The sites are going to have to do something down the road that like I'm on where we sell picks on if they want keep people come back. Because people want first halves, first quarters, player props. They don't like sides of totals for whatever reason. I don't know. More people like the prop stuff. There is no this game here. Again, I'm going to run out of time, so I probably am going to get to the Super Bowl. We'll probably talk more Super Bowl tomorrow. We got 2 weeks to talk about it. You don't have to bet it. It's the last game. Who the hell cares? Is there value in it? You got value in it? I'm sure you can find value in. There'll be some kind of value in a prop somewhere. That's for sure. James says exactly. Yes, James. Yes. King D, facts. You know it. I didn't even have a job, but I'm doing pretty good. Listen, Markel, I just don't get me started again, Markel. Michael, I don't know if I was working at Waffle House. I'm not sure I'd be happy with a day's pay. Listen, what are you talking about? If you're at Waffle House and you're getting, I don't know. I guess people don't tip now. I was a waiter back in the day. We used to make money. Colgate and the Citadel. Oh, okay, Marco's coming. Colgate and the Citadel over 140. All right, so I got what are you saying here? 'Cause Colgate's not playing the Citadel. I mean, the Citadel total is 140. Are you talking about laying 17 with Colgate? Or under South Dak plus 15? I don't like South Dak. Excuse me. I do like South Dakota State. Whoa. South Dak versus. Let's see, I'm so confused here. You got all this in. Colgate. You got to fix this one here, Marcos. King D. Yes, Markel. It's a blessing because we are not the same as someone with a job based off our logic approach to betting. Yes, it's totally different. We look at things totally different than people, and there's nothing wrong. People have jobs. I get it. There's no shame in having a job. But it's like when you turn on a show and you're watching, talk about people have jobs, King, right? You get people come on these talk shows talk about who to bet. Who are they? Who are they? There's a handful of people with sports betting shows who actually bet, and they're not getting paid from a sports book or a TV station. Come on. I'd love to be getting 100 grand a year to come talk sports that I know. Because I know a little bit. I've been around the block. I've bet some games in my life. But that's my income. South Dakota State versus KC. I do like a little KC there. I would say Texas is my play of the day up on the site, I guess you'd call it. I gave out the other three. I got 4 games today. 3 are in the site. 3 are right here, rather, Marcos. Syracuse, Colgate over in Texas. The other game is up there. King Dave, for knows low volume, great units. Yeah. Here's the thing, though, King. And you'll see, because you're newer people. And I've tried this. People are like, oh, I only want to bet a couple games a week. I want to move a dime, 5 dime, whatever. And then you give them like a game or 2. And then you start getting a text like, oh, well, nothing today? You got nothing today? I like this game today. Well, you said you want to be selective in your place. So if selective is betting every day, that's not really selective. You can do it. I can bet my way because, all right, I know if I like something more, I'm gonna jump up. NFL, I'm hitting well. I'm hitting it good, wonderful. I can adjust my bet to make money. The average person cannot. Again, 17 years on sites, I get emails. Oh man, I'm buried. We're buried. We're 18 and 11. You should be up this week. No. I had a couple things on my own. They can't control themselves, King D. You'll make the money. You're going to well, I'm down. I did a couple things on my own. They can't control themselves. Markel says, facts. Marcos. Baylor over 146. Any thoughts? Virginia over 132. Baylor lines come down. I guess I would, that's down to 146 from a 150, huh? Yeesh. Virginia, I would lean over the Virginia game. Randy. Washington is also an over team. Washington, who? The Wizards. Oh, we're going back to, wow. Is this comment from a half hour ago? Holy cow. This is Wizards and Oklahoma. Marco, sports, you know it? Yeah, Marco, South Dakota State and KC under 129. I would go under. I mean, it was 132, so I'd still lean under. King D agreeing with the Markel. Whoa, down players coming in. Indiana, Ohio State, they went over to 145. Ohio State should get back to football. Don't worry about it. Indiana's hot right now. Or they're finding their way. Big waves coming in the KC and Texas Tech. Money line. Ricketts. Higgs. Basic math. Common sense escapes people often. Yes. And the extra money is extra money. Yeah, they don't understand Ricketts. Ricketts likes Citadel today. Super Bowl events start Wednesday. I'm excited. Right in my backyard, says James. You're in Arizona, James? I might have to make a road trip. That's not too far from me. Michael, did you know Baylor's 9-1 last 10 versus Texas? 6-0 ATS last 7 in Texas and won 5-0 straight up. Now Texas is 12-1 at home, but 6-7 ATS. And Baylor line is on the rise. Interesting. Texas laying more. Line's on the way up. Corey, Markel, at Markel, hurts shoulder not 100%. What do you think they're going to do with him? He's going to play. I mean, he's got 2 weeks off. Big Wave says NBA today. Thunder, yes. Hawks over. Michael, Bueno. Man, I really hate all these fools come in after game and tell you how they lost the bet. And how about Twitter and YouTube? Who has the time? I don't mind. I've been giving picks out for 20 years, Mike. So I'm going to lose. I say I lose. It's new to people. They think they just win every game. They don't. Plenty of people who've followed me like I could do what you do. I could do it. And all of a sudden I'll go through all my followers and there's just eggs. I gotta delete people out of my account because these pro guys they last a month and a half. It's ridiculous. Antoine took the Eagles -10. Eagles -10. This yesterday or for the Super Bowl? You go juicing it up. Tate's great. Ricketts, so do I, says Tate to Ricketts. Desmond, great winners pay. Window day for yours truly. Of course, Desmond. You do pretty good in your picks. You come in and normally people come in and say they have winners. You do post your plays here, so I'm glad you had a good day. Markel says it's scary, is it, Corey? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Tate's great. In order to stay away from games, he fixes best to blindfold yourself, throw darts at the board, and put in a parlay. If people say this, why are you betting? Tate, it's ridiculous. Markel, everybody's betting on Thunder. There's a lot of Thunder love. At some point, I don't know, right? We hope in one hand and poop in the other, Markel, and see which fills up first. I'll have the hand sanitizer ready. Lemon fresh. Wilson, Oral Roberts over. I do like Oral minus a 15 over Delaware State. I lean Delaware State in that one. Colgate over, yes, and Coppin over. Look, Wilson's coming in on the overs today. I like Delaware State there. I mean, you got Delaware State is playing Coppin. You got in there twice. Maybe Delaware State is supposed to be straight Delaware State. I don't know. Marcos, Lions, my team because I'm from the town. Do you hang out with Detroit Lenny? Favorite players in my home, so I root for the Chiefs. Got NFC and AFC team and basketball. I'm a Warriors fan. Steph is my favorite. Steph. Most overrated player ever. Guys having better than his dad. I mean, really. Seth Curry. Detlef Shrimp was a better three-point shooter. Big waste. $1,000 coming in on Higgs. Not your Mattress Mac. Where's your Purple Ferrari? I put a Mattress Mac picture up. He's running his buy 5,000, get 10,000. If Houston repeats, I might actually go buy some furniture. I don't know. Houston's going to be good again. Marcos, I do like the Bucks and the Freaks, my favorite player, so I got a West team. I guess you could pick a team in the NBA. Pistons is a no-go for me, but I root. Yeah, Detroit's bad. Maurice, no value on college hoops. I'm rolling with the team total under in the Magic. We like the Magic to cover there, so I don't know if we want the under. No opinion on Portland. Eric, I'm an Eagles fan and was not impressed. No, they didn't look that good. I want to finish these up because I missed all of them last night, but I'm running into Ali's show. I feel bad. Anton, Brock Purdy, last pick of draft on the road to the link. I don't know if it was a layup. If he plays, it might be a little different because the Eagles offense, I don't think the Eagles offense looked all that great. I mean, we could say now it was a layup because they lost 30-7 or whatever, but he got hurt and the Eagles, I don't think look good offensively. King D, lock it in with the King. Chiefs money line for Super Bowl and -6 for 220. Listen, why? I think it's if you like either team, Philly or KC, why wouldn't you think they win more than a couple points, get some plus money? Miz got lucky with the under 43.5 in-game live. Yeah, he got lucky. That's for sure. Andy Reid's going to out-coach his old team. Well, that's the thing. We're going to talk tomorrow because I'm out of time here. I just want to get through the comments. Bunch of Canadians to the game because it was too addicting for the kids. Unbelievable. ID oven over, try and keep me warm, says Markel. Here we go. Wow, I'm so far behind in the chat. Free throws. Hello, TCU game doesn't go to OT. Except free throws. Ricketts, you know it. Morgan State, Eastern Shore over. I like Eastern Shore. You want to go over? Yes, 138. Well, it's 139. It was 138.5. James S. Free throws are a unicorn in college basketball. I know. They are. Nobody hits free throws. Smith & Wesson, my guy. Welcome, my friend. You didn't message me on Twitter there, fella. What happened? Don, what's your Twitter name? I don't even know. Come on. You don't know my Twitter? You don't. I say it in here all the time. Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow, Don. Patent Sports, one of the first jobs was the front desk associate at the Y. I was there for 7 years, just running pools on football, baseball, college, hoops, all on the table. Yes. King, down with your Higgs. I don't look at the money or any of that one handicap. I trust my system and the info or the edge I have. Exactly. That's what you have to do. I tried just once, hit a poster of Michael Jordan, cheesehead the wall of my cat. No more blindfold darts when making picks, Rickett says. Chiefs to win Super Bowl, says Eric. I got you. I know. I was only busting you. Oh, Michael, what do you got here? Virginia over, yes. Iowa State under, yes. Jackson State +8. I kind of like Southern. Oral over and Oral -15, yes. Howard -11. I kind of like South Carolina State. Again, did not bet any of these things here. Portland under, no opinion. Orlando, yes. Golden State, I don't know. What's money line? I don't like it. Rick, stack me later. It's going to rain sometime in the next 365 days. That's a lock. There's your lock of the day right there. Rick, it's Wizards are 120 on the road. San Antonio, last 20 games. Spurs are +2. Why? Get some help. If I wasn't out of time, I'd bring out the 1-800-GAMBLER. Chemistry's trash, says Markel. Yeah, ridiculous. Colgate to win. I like the over. Get the over. Over, Anton. Dave, welcome in. How are you? I like the over 112 first half tonight. Over what? First half of what? What game's that, Dave? It's the Nets Lakers. All right. Thank you. All right, let's go. I mean, I don't know. Lakers got some guys out. But maybe that's why the Nets put up 60. So sure. Color of the Gatorade. Green. Bill.
Coin flip, tails.
Coin flip, tail. Miz, all these sportsbook have parlays boosts. Yeah, ridiculous. I'm going to take a break for parlay. Maybe just knock it down to 2-3-way and play some straight up. Take this straight up, Kim. I've been telling you that for 2 years. Come on. Corey Jones, Graham in Sacramento tonight. No. Down player. So don't bet 14 parlay. Yeah, you can if you want to go 3-1. Iceman McPherson. I need something. I'm starting to get the shakes. Oh, no, don't do it. Tony Plus, hate the great horrible game call by the refs. You can't complain about the refs. Worst calls. Don't let. If you take care of yourself, Tony, you don't have to worry about the refs. You don't bet and complain in gambling. That's when you know you have problems. Exactly. James, anybody going to be in Phoenix for the Super Bowl? I might have to make a trip. Over there. Marcos, meant to say Citadel over 140. All right, you want to go Citadel over? Sure. South Dak +15. I don't like that one. Over. I do like the over in that game, though, because I like Oral Roberts there. Kyrie over 6.5 assists. My flat Earth Glober, Tilo. You think Kyrie's going to pass that little globe in his hand, that flat Earth? I'll go over 6.5 assists with you. What's his point total? How about an over point total for him? 30? Antoine, final comment of the day here. It's two sides of the ball, Hicks. Philly defense is going to eat. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that Philly offense wasn't eating too much. They got, it wasn't all that great. I'm just saying. I had the under in here from the start in that game. So, all right, we're out of here. Tomorrow, NFL Super Bowl talk.